the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rosen on 1st and 10. And incomplete to open things up.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parrish. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at the last snap of the ball, and, boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Parrish. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Parrish. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Parrish rolling to his right. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green 39.
From the gun, Parrish. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vaughn. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Parrish. And he's got his man on the out route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Watching now, Barney.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Parrish escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, Parrish, and that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watching now, Barney.
That will carry for Mack. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 4th down, Parrish into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Looking to throw on second down. Parrish in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Bears punter now. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Rosen on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On is Josh Lambeau for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, Parrish. Throw left side complete. It's Vaughn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Throwing on 1st down. Parrish. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Off play action. Parrish. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen dumping it off for Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Over.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Over.
Rosen to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Parrish. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught at the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Parrish. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. We have hit the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90.
To throw on second down, Parrish. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the gun on third down, Parrish. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Rosen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down, Rosen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. Watch you now, Barney, Barney. Leopard.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 62 yards. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run with Matt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Parrish. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Over, 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 over!
Rosen will throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Green 39.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. On 1st and 10, Parrish. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. He got 29 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back now at Soldier Field. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parrish. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Check.
Now Rosen looking to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on second down, Parrish. Step, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To throw on third down, Parrish. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone!
And now it's Rosen looking under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Lucky 56.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Detroit!
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Gone!
Back to throw. Parrish. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.